It was late at night on a Prague set, the air still thick with the smell of lights and cold coffee. The crew had mostly dispersed, leaving only a few people in the camera crew and the two main actors finishing their final scene, a goodbye kiss, which seemed like just another romantic scene in the film. But when the director shouted, "Cut," everything didn't stop. The camera was still rolling. Sam and Caitriona were still standing very close, their eyes held each other for a few seconds, longer than necessary for any scene. No one on the crew said anything, because that moment, there was something so real that it took everyone's breath away. One cameraman, out of habit, kept the camera running. And it was those few seconds that became the center of one of the most explosive rumors in the fan community just a few weeks later. 3 weeks later, a 12-second clip leaked onto social media, titled, "When Acting Crosses the Line, Sam Caitriona's Unscripted Moment." Within 24 hours, the clip had been viewed more than 3 million times. Discussions, analyzing every frame, every breath between the two, were all over the forums. One group of fans insisted, that wasn't acting, it was real. While another group countered, this is a cut and paste, fan editing, don't believe it. Both remained silent, no response, no correction. And it was that silence that made things even more heated. The next day, a major British entertainment newspaper published an exclusive article. Inside sources say the director asked to reshoot the scene 3 times, but the main couple only agreed once, and then refused because they didn't want to ruin the real emotions. The headline added fuel to the fire. While their management was rushing to shut down the news, the fandom was split in two. One side defended them, the other felt betrayed that their close relationship had gone beyond the screen. Caitriona, in an online interview, gave a small smile when asked. "People forget that sometimes actors are people too, and there are emotions that can't be turned off just because someone says, 'cut.'" That answer, while tactful, only fueled the fire. A week later, an anonymous account posted another behind-the-scenes video, clearer, closer, and with a small laugh between the two after the scene. In it, Sam uttered a seemingly harmless line. "It's hard to tell what's real anymore, isn't it? It's hard to tell what's real anymore, isn't it?" The internet exploded. Hashtags like #offscriptmoment, #real or real, #SamCait reality trended worldwide within hours. The media was in a frenzy. The studio was forced to issue a statement: "The leaked clip is uncensored and taken out of context. Any speculation about the actor's personal life is baseless." But as we know, once a story gets out of control, no statement is strong enough to quell the public's imagination. In the middle of the night, Sam posted a single line on social media. "Sometimes the truth hides best behind a script." No one understood what he meant. But fans read it into 100 different meanings. Some said he was confessing. Some thought it was a protest. Some felt heartbroken, because no matter what, there was a line between them that could not be crossed. And Caitriona, a few days later, posted a photo of her hand holding a script, the corner of the photo blurred, with only the caption, "Some lines are never meant to be rewritten." 2 status lines, 2 hidden meanings, 2 people, and a fandom that never stopped wondering, was that moment really staged? A year later, when the new film was released, people saw the same scene again, but this time reshot according to the official script. Only, in the eyes of those 2 people, there was still something that had not been written. 3 months after the off-script moment storm subsided, the media was suddenly abuzz. An anonymous post on the blog, Film Whispers, released a series of photos allegedly from inside the Prague studio, accompanied by a caption. "Not everyone stays silent because they have something to hide. Some people stay silent because they know too much." Below is an image of a man in a crew jacket, adjusting the camera, and in the reflection frame, you can see the silhouettes of Sam and Caitriona talking. Not in the scene, but between breaks. The gestures are so natural, the eyes so real that it takes the viewer's breath away. Within a few hours, the post was taken down. But the internet was faster. The photos went viral, and the name, The Leak Within, began to be used by the community to refer to the new incident. An account purporting to be a crew member sent an anonymous message to a Scottish entertainment newspaper. "I was there. It wasn't in the script." They were asked to reenact the breakup, but before the director could say, "Action," they started, like they knew what was coming. The message spread, the press hounded. The studio kept quiet. Caitriona disappeared from social media for 2 weeks. Sam cancelled a long-scheduled interview. The more silence, the more people believed something really happened. On the 18th day after the blog post, the podcast, Behind the Frame, released a short 45-second recording, which was supposed to be a conversation between the two actors backstage. The sound quality was blurry, the laughter was mixed with wind, but there was one sentence that sent chills down the spine of everyone who heard it. "Sam, if they see this, it'll never be just acting again." "Caitriona, then maybe they should." The clip went viral. Fan pages shared it, newspapers published it, news channels analyzed every sound. Some said it was fake, some swore they recognized the real voice. Their management simply said, "We do not comment on illegally leaked content." A week later, the magazine, Cinematic Eye, published an exclusive investigation. The recording had been edited. According to audio analysis techniques, the two quotes were taken from two separate interviews of Sam and Caitriona in different years, then inserted together. The online community was in turmoil. People began to suspect, was it all a covert media campaign to promote a new film? However, as soon as that suspicion arose, a mysterious Twitter account called at the Quiet Lens posted a tweet. They didn't need a campaign. They just needed a real moment, and the world believed. The account immediately gained tens of thousands of followers. It was discovered that the profile picture was a shot from the Prague studio, matching the scene behind the incident. An inside source told the paper that Sam personally called the director the night the clip was released. The conversation lasted more than an hour. He wasn't angry, he just asked one question: who has the original footage? The next day, the director deactivated his personal account. A member of the crew was fired. No one knows the official reason, but the leaker said that the person had a dispute over post-production bonuses. It was at this point that fans began to realize, the leak wasn't just about emotions, it was about power, fame, and image control. 3 weeks later, Caitriona made a surprise appearance at an independent film event in London. Without flinching, she stepped onto the stage, smiled, and said, "Gossip can change how people see you, but it can't change how you feel when you're in front of the camera. If a scene makes someone believe it's real, then maybe that's when acting touches the truth." The room fell silent. The speech went viral, and within hours, the hashtag acting or feeling was trending again. People began to see the story differently, less curious, more understanding. But Sam remained silent. He didn't show up, didn't comment, didn't post. It wasn't until the film premiered that audiences saw him walk onto the red carpet, his eyes briefly meeting Caitriona. Just half a second, but enough for all the cameras to focus on them. A month after the premiere, the account at the Quiet Lens posted its final post. "I'm not a fan, I'm not an enemy. I just shot a scene where the two actors forgot they were being filmed. I kept it because I think sometimes people should see the truth amidst the lies. But now I understand, the truth, no matter how beautiful, doesn't belong to outsiders." The post was removed after 10 minutes, but thousands of people had already taken screenshots. No one could figure out the identity of the account. Some believed it was a former employee. Others believed it was someone in the media team. As for the fans, they just kept quiet. Because maybe, somewhere deep down, they knew, the truth existed, even if only for a few seconds. Months later, in a rare interview, Sam was asked about the off-script moment. He just smiled slightly. Acting is about making others believe in your emotions. But sometimes, you are convinced by those emotions. The interviewer continued. So do you regret that scene? Sam looked away. No. I just regret that the camera was not turned off. That statement was enough to send the fandom into a frenzy again. But this time, there was no division. There was only silence, and a vague belief that, even though it was all just acting, there was still a moment of truth that no one could erase.